What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I want to talk about the TurboMuffler delete in a Mercedes-Benz W204 C-Class. Now, don't think I'm just limiting this to Mercedes, because this can also be applied to any other car that has a turbo in it. So with that being said, let's get into the video. And like that, we're back. So yes, today I'm going to talk about the TurboMuffler delete and that whole modification, and now let's just get into it. So first off, I own a 2014 Mercedes-Benz C250 sport sedan. Now obviously this can kind of go towards any car, which is what I said already. Now, the stock turbo muffler in any car is very restrictive and only provides so much airflow to the turbo, thus obviously muffling the sound and limiting performance. Now, in most, if not all cars with turbos, it is made of a ceramic base, like mine is. But over time that can fall apart and deteriorate, which will kill the performance of your car, and obviously nobody wants to have poor performance on a high-performance car. So the big question is, how can that be remedied? So the best way to remedy this problem is to get an aftermarket TurboMuffler delete. Now, depending on your car, you could have a plethora of applications for this. You could have a bunch of different companies making this. But for me as a Mercedes-Benz owner, selection is limited. Now, there are a few ways to up the performance without breaking the bank. One way you can do this modification to your stock turbo muffler or resonator is you can actually cut it, depending on the material used. Now, mine came in like this weird ceramic, like metal, but it was more ceramic than anything. And what you can do is actually cut it at the base and then just put it right back in. But that actually does help for a while, but like I said, over time, that ceramic is going to fall apart and deteriorate, so you're actually going to notice a loss in performance. Now, the other way is you can actually buy one from any like aftermarket company that makes them, and it'll be in like aluminum or some sort of like forged material that'll make it last longer. And as far as performance companies for the Mercedes W204 C-Class, again, like I said, is very limited, but there are a few companies that I have heard of and that I have looked into. Now, the first company I actually have this part is from ModalWorks, and they are based out of the Bay Area, San Francisco. And then the other is Mamba Performance. Now, they're a good company too. They are a very good, reputable company, and so is ModalWorks. But the other company is Tornado Tuning, and in my personal opinion, I think it's not as reputable as Mamba or as ModalWorks. So as far as those companies go, those are at least the top companies that I've heard of. Now, I actually have done option one, which was cut my stock turbo muffler, and then actually went back and bought the ModalWorks turbo muffler delete. Now, after having that in my car, I actually did notice a big difference in performance as far as how smooth the turbo feels, how much more pull it has, and I also noticed airflow going to the turbo. You can feel it. You can actually feel more air being pulled in, and that's what you want. You want more air into the turbo. So those are the two ways you can go about doing that. So like I said, I've noticed a big difference in performance with the ModalWorks turbo muffler delete. And the big thing I noticed was airflow going to the turbo. I noticed how smooth it was, how much more pull it had, and I noticed that the gear shifts were a lot smoother too. So why have I chosen them? Well, I chose them because the price is on point. The price is actually really great. I think for like $89, they're pretty good. You can't beat that. For $89 for a pretty decent little engine modification for your car, that's not bad at all. So price is good. Quality is good. The quality of this part is amazing. And I'm actually in a group chat with a bunch of Mercedes owners on Instagram and Facebook, and being able to talk to him and telling him what we want as a Mercedes car community and have him listen is a big thing too. So price, quality, the performance obviously, because when you have a high performance car like a Mercedes, you want that performance, and to be able to put more performance into your car is a big plus too. And it's a noticeable improvement from the stock turbo muffler or resonator that you have. So those are probably the top, those are probably the top selling points that you would want to look for, and at least that's what I look for. And when I was looking at these other companies, I did some research on them. Like Mamba Performance it's like the same with ModalWorks, but the other company, Tornado Tuning, I've done my research on them as well, and I'm sure a bunch of people are going to say something or have something to say about this, but to me, Tornado Tuning isn't that great of a company. They're not very reputable. They don't back their products. They don't have but they don't have numbers to back if this thing is actually going to add performance to your car. Now with the ModalWorks TurboMuffler Delete, they've actually tested this out. They've dynoed it. So that's a big thing right there too. Being able to dyno this part and get more performance out of it is huge. With Tornado Tuning, they just create these parts and say, oh, you're going to gain this much horsepower from your car, but not show the numbers to it. That's kind of a big thing. So that to me is one reason why I'm not a big fan of Tornado Tuning. Now, there's other reasons too. One is the website. When you go to the website, it doesn't look like a professional car performance website. The name of the website that you have to go to is called Phone Fun Shop, and it's spelled F-O-N-E-F-U-N-S-H-O-P, Phone Fun Shop. And when you have a performance parts company, you kind of want to keep it consistent throughout the entire website. You don't want to be looking at phone parts and accessories and anything else. When you're looking for car parts, you want to have consistency throughout everything that you're looking at. So Tornado Tuning, to me and to a bunch of other Mercedes-Benz owners that I talk to on Facebook and Instagram, a lot of them would agree with me that Tornado Tuning isn't that great of a company, and I'm not trying to bash this company, but I've done my research on it, so I know a little bit about what I'm talking about. And feel free to comment. We can have a conversation on this. Feel free to comment down below as well. I'd love to hear from you. But what I have and why I'm doing this video is actually the review of the ModalWorks TurboMuffler Delete. So that's kind of this video in a nutshell. I kind of wanted to just go over the performance of it, what I think of it, and just kind of talk about it a little bit. Okay, to review. So the ModalWorks TurboMuffler Delete, in my opinion, is definitely the best way to go when you're looking for this specific modification for your Mercedes-Benz W204 C-Class. Now, the reason why I picked this company is because the price is there, the quality is there, the performance is there, improvement is noticeable over stock. And they actually listen to us as Mercedes-Benz owners in general, and they actually do an amazing job. The part gets to you actually really quick too, and they actually sell out really quick. So you need to definitely check out their website. I will leave a link in the description below. And also, I'm not affiliated with them at all. This is just a part that I have on my car that I wanted to review and just let you guys know what I think about it, so that way you can possibly add some performance to your car as well. And I would also love to hear from you guys about anything else I've talked about in this video, so please feel free to leave a comment down below. I would love to talk to you guys. Leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to keep getting more amazing content. So until next time, peace.